The Western Catholic Union Building was Quincy's first skyscraper. Built in 1925, it was designed by George Behrensmeyer and Wilbur Hafner. The Beaux-Arts Style structure is 10 stories high and is the only high-rise Beaux-Arts building in Quincy. The decorative garlands, the symmetrical design, and the front brick pilasters, a typical feature of early skyscrapers, demonstrate this style. The original first-floor facade had arched doors and windows, another Beaux-Arts feature, which along with the cornice were remodeled in the 1960s. The facade is tapestry brick with terracotta trim elements that include swags, dental course, and window surrounds, which are limited to the top floor. All interior hallway floors are terrazzo. During its glory years, the building had a rooftop garden that was the site of many dances and receptions that held locally and nationally known bands. There was also a swimming pool in the basement, along with a bowling alley, a small gym, and a small cafe. The Western Catholic Union, or WCU, was a Quincy-based fraternal insurance organization that had its beginnings in 1877. A group of men met in the home of a Quincy barber to make plans that resulted in the large organization known today as the Western Catholic Union. The WCU was begun to provide insurance for widows and orphans. When a husband died, every member would donate at least $1 to the widow and were also instructed to attend the funeral or be fined 25 cents. The original charter said it was only open to practicing Catholics and was almost exclusively German. However, in later years, it was open to other Catholic groups. There were 31 charter members, and at the 34th convention in 1920, the group voted to erect a new building in Quincy to house the offices of the organization. Some 20 sites have been given consideration for the location of the building, but its present home on Main Street was finally chosen. Arrangements were started at once, and the architecture plans of Quincy architect George Behrensmeyer were ordered. The plans were approved in 1923, and when the construction started and the foundations placed, the contractors found walnut logs several feet under the surface of the ground, reminders of the old 1840 lumber yard that was raised for the Benison Building. The Benison Building had housed the Gem City Business College from 1870 to 1892 and was also the location of the beginnings of the Halbach-Schroeder store. The WCU building took 2 years to erect and was completed in 1925. When the building opened on Saturday, October 17th of 1925, it was almost finally completed, from the swimming pool in the basement to the roof garden on top. The grand opening was held that weekend, and at least 7,200 people went through the building, most on Saturday and fewer on Sunday. A demonstration by the YMCA swimmers was held in the pool on Saturday night, and the 38-piece WCU band played in the ballroom, which was almost filled with congratulatory flowers sent by all of Quincy. Floodlights were placed on the top of the building across the street, which made the opening seem like a movie premiere. The 13 Western Catholic Union branches in Quincy donated $10,000 toward the construction of the building, and the businessmen of the city gave $35,000 as well. The first floor had a large commercial space, which was rented for a number of years to the W.T. Grant Company. There were 8 floors of offices with the auditorium and banquet facilities on the 10th floor. The lobby contained a cigar stand and a 2-chair barbershop. The WCU offices were on the 9th floor, and the WCU club rooms were on the 10th floor. The basement contained, in addition to the swimming pool, 4 bowling alleys, a small gym, and a cafe. The boiler rooms were also located in the basement. The swimming pool in the basement had to be closed in 1929 after a crack developed in the wall. The pool was covered, and offices were built above it. The 10th floor offices are now home to Architectnics, which was founded in 1983 by Jack Hafner, the son of Wilbur Hafner, changing the name of the Behrensmeyer and Hafner firm that was founded in the mid-1920s. Architectnics began renovation of the former banquet hall ballroom by removing drop ceilings, restoring the windows, and reestablishing the exposed plaster beams, pilasters, and column capitals. The walls of the corridors and offices were removed to return the atmosphere to the floor of its original open ballroom. The building remains the tallest in Quincy. The WCU quickly became a nationwide organization, and this new office building was necessary to handle that organization. It now has more than 10 representatives in 6 states and clients across the country and in every continent except Australia. This Historic Quincy Business District podcast was produced by WGEM. Special thanks to the Gardner-Denver Museum of Architecture and Design, the Historical Society of Quincy and Adams County, and Quincy Preserves for providing information. For more information, you can visit www.downtownquincy.com or walk to the HQBD office at 128 North 5th Street. I'm WGEM's Rich Kane.